So that's what accelerated.
Oh, somebody crashed.
Somebody just hit something.
I'm about to go get that. You gonna get that on video?
All right, so this is probably one of the fastest cars in Columbus, Ohio. And the owner got an interesting story, man. Interesting story for this car right here. So we're gonna talk to him. Got some good footage for y'all today.
You know, this car, Will was saying you could fool somebody with this car. Look,
So forged carbon, wing, 4-inch titanium exhaust off the turbos. The louvers on the deck lid, these are all forged carbon also.
Wow, nice touch.
And then I took, when it was at Sheepey, I had another guy with a Performante, and we swapped manifolds. So that's how I got the gold Performante manifolds.
What color did you have? The black ones?
Yeah, it came with the black. He wanted black and I wanted gold, so it kind of matched what else I was doing with the car. But yeah, I mean, they do a good job with it. It's got fire suppression system in it and all that good stuff too. But yeah, I feel like I spec'd it out like to my exact liking, and yeah.
How's reliability on these cars?
It's been great. I mean, I don't want to ruin it for myself, but it's been great so far. I mean, I don't get to drive it as often as I'd like, but aside from that, I mean, every time I want to drive it, it starts and drives. Like it's been great.
That's
amazing.
Yeah, very reliable for a supercar, that's for sure.
What's the interior spec looking like?
Right there.
Well, I just came from the gym, so I got stuff in the passenger seat, but.
Oh, you got the red, okay.
Yeah, it's black with red stitching, and
that's clean. Oh, you got the wheels stitching.
Yeah.
That's
nice, man. What's that down there? A kill switch?
That's for the fire system. Yeah. So behind the seat, they put the like this turns on. You turn this on when the car starts, and then if you get into a situation like that, you press the button and it does the fire extinguisher in the back. So it's definitely nice to have because you never know. My name is Lance Palmer, a professional fighter. But I've gotten into a couple other things as far as, you know, on the side, but Lamborghini's been my dream car since I was a little kid.
Where you from?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio originally. Okay. So I've been in Ohio my whole life. I grew up here and went to school here and everything. So it's like, as a kid, that was my dream.
Yep.
Back then, I think it was Diablo though.
Okay.
So getting into it, I was like, you know, not really, when I first started fighting, I wasn't making money. Like mowing lawns, doing all the grunt work to try and get by just to get to that point. So
how long you been fighting?
I've been fighting since 2011. Okay. So I wrestled my whole life, and I wrestled at Ohio State, and that was kind of like my background going into MMA. Okay. And so, you know, 2011, I moved out to California with like $500 and my pickup truck and all my clothes and trash bags. Like I was like, I'm making it out there.
Make it, yeah.
Once I get there, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
but I'm making it out there.
That's that sink or swim.
Yeah, you don't give yourself a chance to have a plan B. You just go.
So what happened?
So I started training. I took my first pro fight like a month after that, and then I got a first round finish and just started racking up wins.
Start finishing people left and right.
Yeah, just trying to get to that next level, because these were all like, you have to go regional level first. Like once you make it at the pro level, you have to go regional. Then you start making it into bigger shows and bigger organizations and more money. And obviously, winning is the only thing that matters, because if you're not winning, you're not going to get higher on the ranks.
So I would never go in a ring with him, because winning is all that matters. My arm might be missing or something. All right, so then what happened? Like, how did you get to this level?
So in 2017, an organization that I was was fighting for called World Series of Fighting. They were getting transferred into an organization called PFL, which is Professional Fighters League. And I was already the champ of World Series at the time. And they said, hey, we're going into a tournament structure. The winner of the season gets $1 million check. And if you want to be in the season, you can stay with us, sign the contract, whatever. I was like, I'm in. Like, I've already been like a company guy with World Series. I'm going to do this thing and see where it goes. A lot of people were doubting that we would actually get the payday at the end of the tournament. So,
but you had your eyes on the prize.
Yeah, I was like, what could happen? Like at the worst case, like I make money for the other fights and don't get the big check at the end.
Right.
Whatever. That's a risk though, like everything else. You got to risk it to get the biscuit.
There it is.
So oh, sorry.
Excuse me.
So that first season, it was you had to win 5 fights within the 8-month period of the season to win the championship, and I went through the season, won all of the 5 fights, and got the first title. And I was like, I'm going to go back into it again for 2019. So 2019, won the season. 5 more fights, so I was on an 11-fight win streak going into 2020, and I was going to go for my 3rd before COVID hit. And then so once all that stuff kind of got shut down, I kind of waited, and because I wanted to buy one after the first season, but I wanted to keep stacking and make sure that I was in a good place to do it.
Keep stacking. Y'all hear that?
Yep.
So I like that. So he wanted to buy one after the first, but he said, I'm gonna keep stacking. And then the pandemic hit. So you see, he was smart. So I mean, the same thing. Like when I got my first Lambo, I waited a while. I could have afforded it before, but I waited. So that's a good little nugget. But go ahead.
And that also, I have to give my wife credit for that too, because she was the one who kind of said, why don't you wait till after the next season, and then if you win 2 in a row, then we know that you can still do it. So I was like, okay, it was smart. And I was already at a point where I was kind of ready to wait, but I was like, I want to do it now, because even if I only have one for a year or 2, like that was one of my goals getting into this. Sweet. So then during the year of the pandemic, it was just like I was getting into other stuff. I do some hard money real estate loans, stuff like that, and percentages were good because a lot of people were having trouble getting good. Yeah, exactly. So I had a buddy who was doing that and got me into it, and that's kind of what got my feet wet with it a little bit. And so at the end of 2020, it was literally like right before all the numbers started skyrocketing with these cars. I was like, I got a good deal. It was the spec I wanted, and I was like, boom, let's go.
There it is.
That was how I got into it.
So you got the Lamborghini Huracan EVO all-wheel drive, and then it's got some special sauce to it.
Yes.
So why don't you go ahead and tell them about the car?
So the beginning of 21, I sent this car out to Sheepey Race in California, and they did. It was first their like 1,200 horsepower package, and it was like a mild clutch upgrade, twin turbo.
1,200 horsepower.
1,200, and it has map system. So the Motec computer system you can map it at like you could be at 900 or 1,000 or 11 or 1,200. So you can still drive it like an everyday car, which is nice. And then if you want to turn it up and
so basically, you keep talking with your M4. That one of the map 0 take you out.
Think I can keep up?
I don't think it's up.
I don't know about that.
I think the only limiting factor on this before I switched it to the bigger clutch system was the clutch itself on these cars. Like once you get over 1,000, and that was limiting me. So then a year later, which was last year, I upgraded to the Pro Max clutch for this, and it's like a billet clutch cage and full system for it, and that's when I was able to upgrade my tunes and everything up to the 1,500 horsepower.
1,500 horses.
So
this is probably the fastest car in Columbus on the street.
One of the fastest.
Maybe. We'll find out with Arts.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got Art. So y'all stay tuned for that. We'll shout Art and his channel out for that video. But big congratulations, dude.
Thank you, man.
I love the hustle. I love the grind, because You know, like whatever profession that you choose, if you want to get to the highest level, you got to be dedicated to it. And I know what you do, bro, is hard. Like everybody will agree with that.
Yeah.
So, man, like I have so much respect for you, dude, and congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what drives you in like the work ethic to do the training, to put in the work, to learn the technique, to be a champion? Like, what drives you?
For me personally, I think it comes down to the mentality of it. And you could put this in any type of business setting or physical or athlete setting, is the mentality that you put towards it. Are you fully present when you're going about your day? Do you have your goal set out for your day of what you're trying to accomplish in this given day? And then obviously short-term, medium-term, long-term goals. How is this short-term goal going to get me to my midterm goal, to my end goal, really?
Where does that come from? Like, what?
I mean, I've wrestled since I was 9 years old, so it was always like, we're practicing today to get better for this weekend's tournament, but this weekend's tournament is preparing me for the nationals. Like, there's always another level to it. Like, you can put this in any type of business setting of like, if I don't do my daily things and knock everything off the list, it sets me back for my next thing, whether it's a week or a month or a year ahead. And so I think for me, it has to do a lot with consistency, obviously discipline, doing the things you don't want to do when you have to do them, so you can do the shit you want to do.
Where does that come from? Where does that come from?
Probably my parents. Probably from my parents. Like my dad was really big on that growing up, like training wise. Like we'd get home from practice at like 8 at night, and then we'd go in the basement and hit our cardio, so we were in the best shape we could be. Like it was never, you know, you don't have to do it today or whatever. It's like you got to do it now, because would you rather regret not doing it when you lose, or would you rather, you know, feel a little worse right now to get that hand raised at the end of the tournament?
Awesome, man. I know your dad must be proud. That's sweet.
But that's, I mean, it's really as simple as that, is just pushing yourself. And obviously there's different ways of doing it, but it's putting all the pieces together. And you have to have guidance, obviously, but you're the only one who can control your destiny.
So if people want to see you fight, how can they tune in to see you fight?
Most of my fights are on ESPN or ESPN Plus. I know a lot of my older fights are on there too, but I got something new cooking right now for August, so stay tuned on that, and then when I'm allowed to say it, I will.
And what's your specialty? Like, what do you know for taking people out with?
My wrestling and grappling, so taking guys down, beating them up, choking them out.
We don't want to see no parts of that out here.
Care to demonstrate? But I think even if you don't want to fight, these are key things like you could pick up on and apply to whatever you're doing.
Process, bro.
If you don't have a system, you're already losing the battle.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
that's dope, bro.
You know, man, we gotta get this on video. Will got 2 F8s right now. Who you know with 2 Ferrari F8s? One of them's for sale though, but you know. I'm talking about how I'm gonna give you the business.
Dude, I'm give you Hamza. I ain't scared, man. Listen. So my question was, what were some of the mistakes you made when building your real estate portfolio?
Mistakes that I made when building the real estate portfolio. To be honest with you, man, I would say maybe I was a little too, I was trying to be safe, which is smart though, you know, like, so I gotta be careful with this answer.
Okay.
But let me put it to you like this. You can't always predict the future. So what I did with building my real estate portfolio is I kept some houses and I sold some houses. Whenever I got a little tight financially, I could have rode through it and can't get the money from different places, but instead I sold some properties that I maybe shouldn't have sold. Maybe a lot of properties that.
Okay.
So let me give you an example. If I had kept the properties that I sold, if I had just kept them until like a year ago or something like that, I probably sold about 10, 20 to 30 properties. But if I had kept certain ones that I wanted to keep, my net worth would have gone up. Let's just say I kept 10 of my best ones that I sold. My net worth probably would have gone up by $2 million.
Oh, just by keeping them?
Just by keeping them.
Okay.
So I would have been worth $2 million more by keeping them and selling them a little later.
Yeah.
And I could have kept them and just rented them out, but I wanted to have a cash balance. Like I want to have balance and keep some of the keep some and sell some, which I still think is smart.
Yeah.
But if I had held them longer, I would have been way ahead.
Now I'm guessing you do use like property management companies, right? Because that's.
I have. Now I don't use any, but I have in the
Oh, you
past.
manage them yourself?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I have a team. Like I got 15 employees.
Okay.
So I have one person on my team that I say, hey, take care of that.
And then one more question I have for you was, how did you manage to scale your portfolio like in the amount of time that you did?
That's easy. So not everybody can do this, but they can do it. But you got to set it up. What I did, you got to have a main source of income.
Okay.
That feeds the real estate. Now, real estate will start feeding itself eventually. But I basically took the profit from my main business.
Okay.
And I invested all of the profit in real estate, all of it, for like years.
Okay.
So that's what accelerated.
Oh, somebody crashed.
Somebody just hit something.
I'm about to go get that. You gonna get that on video? Somebody crashed their shit. Oh shit, it's a Mustang. Oh my god. Oh my god, a Mustang. He crashed that Mitsubishi and a Volkswagen. Oh my god. Meat's over.
Hey, public service announcement. Public service announcement.
Talk to him.
Ready?
Let's take a lesson out of this.
You ready? You ready? All right. If you have a Mustang, listen. At a car show, car meet. If you haven't seen the videos already, your Mustang, you can lose it. All right. So don't be that guy coming out the car show, gassing it in your Mustang, because you could end up like that. Now, I'm not gonna laugh at the dude because it could have been Baby Hamza.
Hey, hold on.
Because you will hit it in the intersection.
I hit it, but I ain't gonna do nothing too crazy.
I'm not gonna laugh at the dude. I'm not gonna laugh at the young dude. But just, you got a Mustang, man. It could get loose, bro. That's embarrassing, bro. That's embarrassing.
I thought he was
It's
about
like, nah, Hamza drives better than that. You know what I'm saying? But it's something in people that make them want to hit it at the wrong time.
And it's not the right time to do
In
it.
the wrong car.
Hey, he about to make some quick money. You see how quick he got out there? He said, oh yeah, this is my opportunity right here. M4, M3. He hit that car right there, and he hit this one right there. The Mitsubishi and that Volkswagen.
Oh, the one.
Yeah.
Bashed up the front of that car.
He jacked them up. They going to
I feel sorry for the dude.
Work.
I mean, we could go get YouTube footage, but I feel sorry for the dude.
I feel sorry for him too. But damn, like that's.
You know, you be wanting to hit it in the you be wanting to hit it.
I ain't gonna do it at the wrong time
You don't
though.
want to do that. He's salty right now, bro.
That's tough.
You don't want to be that. Like sometimes we don't know how to. Oh, okay, they're getting ready to leave.
We can get a drive-by. Hey, he didn't even ask his question, bro.
It's the second
You want to get the Mustang in the background?
Interrupted. All right. Anyways, I was asking how you scaled your portfolio at the rate you did.
Okay, yeah. So that was, business, having a business that let's say I was doing real estate and I didn't have the business, I would be hustling something to get income coming in so I can maximize the number of properties I could get. Oh, it looked like Justin's heading out.
That's how you properly leave a car meet, guys. That's not good.
Now, do you use equity?
I would do this. I would hit it for him.
Do your thing, man. I'll put it in for you. Bridge.
There's a cop car up there.
He's worried about him crashing. We'll teach him to do how to
turn right here. Rip AMG.
Rip AMG.
That's a big boy right there.
Same as mine, just a wide body kit.
That's nasty. That's nasty. Where's the car? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Rip Mustang.
Oh my god. Rip Mustang for real.
Damn, he's sitting in there too.
Sick. It's like, I can't believe I just did this.
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for watching today's video. There's a lot more to come. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to my channel. A lot of you guys have been asking me about when is my online course going to be ready. Well, I have good news for you. My online course is completed. I'll put a link in the description of this video where you can click on that link and get a 40% discount off the course. That'll be for the first 50 students. So if you're ready to take the online course that I've basically laid out everything that I know about how to invest in real estate, click the link below or just go to www.willmotivation.com/invest. And thank you guys for taking the time out to watch today's video. Hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Will Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Will Motivation and support Will. I'm supporting them. You do the same.